I'm about to give you an example of how miraculous the language of the Quran truly is, and this is in one verse that I'm sure everybody has read, and it's the second verse of Surah Al-Baqarah. This verse is the prime introduction to everything the Quran stands for, and it says ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. This is the book, there's no doubt about it, a guide for those who believe or those who are mindful of Allah. Very simple, very straightforward, and I'm literally only going to talk about one word, and it is raiba. This word has at least 3 separate meanings, possibly more, but I'm going to talk about 3 that when applied to this very same context make perfect sense. If you open up an Arabic dictionary, the first meaning of the word raiba would be a shak or a dhann, which is doubt or lack of certainty. And in this category, we can even include error. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asserting to us that this book is free from any doubt, from any error, and is absolute truth. So that's number 1. Number 2, the word raiba can be used to refer to something that is incomplete or something that is in need of something additional. Something that is lacking in one aspect or another. And once again, the statement or the ayah completely negates the slightest chances of the Quran being incomplete or lacking something. The final meaning that I'm going to talk about is from a common expression in Arabic, which is raib al-manun, which translates essentially to the vicissitudes of time or the changes that time can impose on something. And how perfectly fitting, because in the same word, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asserting that the Quran will absolutely remain unchanged no matter the time, no matter the circumstances, which is consistent with إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. It is we who have revealed this remembrance or who have sent this remembrance, and it is we who will protect it. Do you see how many layers of meaning learning this one word adds to your perspective of the entire ayah? This is just one out of hundreds of examples of the difference that reading the meanings of the words in Arabic can actually make for your understanding of the Quran. Because when you compare this to the basic translation on Quran.com, for example, it says this is the book, there is no doubt about it, guidance for the believers. Don't get me wrong, Quran.com is a reliable source, but this is additional layers of meaning that you would only get from reading tafsir or reading into the origins of the actual words in the Arabic language, like in an Arabic dictionary. And then hudan lil muttaqeen, guidance for the believers or those who are certain. Al muttaqeen actually comes from the word yaqeen, which means certainty, and the ayah obviously doesn't specify certainty in what, but it is implied that it is certainty in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His prophets, His books, and so on.